Welcome to Paper Zen. I started quilling in 2006, and these are the most essential tools that live on my desk at all times. This was my first book, Twirled Paper, and it came with this slotted quilling tool, and it's essential if you want to make fringed flowers. See how the slot catches the innermost coil? You can't make this with a needle quilling tool. This is called a Kemper lace tool, and it's actually meant for clay. I use this tool the most, and I sometimes use the opposite end to scrape excess glue off. I use it for both conventional quilling paper and the thicker Canson Meton paper for quilling letters or on-edge quilling. If you're not sure about using this tool, try using a chenille needle. The tip is blunt so you won't hurt yourself. I sometimes use a crochet hook for rubbing my thicker paper. This one happens to be 4.5 millimeters, which I used when I used the crochet amigurumi. I can achieve the same curve using my needle tool, but I just find it easier and faster when I want a specific curve. I've always reached for Aleene's tacky glue because it's thick and dries fast. It's what I've shown in all my previous videos. However, I recently bought Elmer's glue all. I got kind of curious and wondered what would it be like to work with. I was surprised I liked it for specific reasons. Let me show you the difference. Aleene's is so thick it looks opaque. Elmer's glue all is thinner. You can see the blue showing through it. I would never use Elmer's school glue. You can see how runny that is. During the summer, my craft room gets so hot, Aleene's dries too fast for me to use. So if I'm making a large number of pieces at one time and I'm going to glue them one after another to my work surface, then I'm going to choose the glue all because it gives me more time to dip and set into place before my puddle dries up with skin. Glue skin is gross. You never want to show that on your work. Every quiller has their own favorite brand, so just try different ones to see what you like to work with. When I glue a coil closed, I want a tiny dab of glue, so I put Aleene's tacky glue in a fine tip glue bottle. Or you can just use a toothpick and yogurt lid. A shot glass is great to keep your glue nozzle from getting dried up and clogged. Just take a tissue, wet it, squeeze out the excess water, and place it on the bottom of the shot glass. Now you can put your bottle upside down into the shot glass. The glue won't dry up and it's always ready to use right away. At the end of the day, I do try to remember to put my pin back into the nozzle to prevent clogging, but sometimes I did forget and I found it was still okay the next day. I first used this tweezer from another craft set and it's okay, but this one was given to me by my sister-in-law from Japan. See how the prongs come together and taper to a point? It's kind of like chopsticks and I love how precise it is. I especially like this curved part so it reaches down into my coils while letting my hand stay more horizontal. These are called reverse grip tweezers and I use them to hold the joint until it's dry. So by the time I finish gluing another piece, I can let go of this one and clamp down on the next one. I also like how the pinching prongs here are flat. So if I'm working on a piece and I want to join two pieces together on my work surface, I just pinch on either side and the prongs are like an extension of my fingers. This company is no longer around, so I can't find the exact same product to recommend. I'll leave some links below so you can use it as a reference, but if anyone has any suggestions, please let us all know in the comments below. If you want to make something like flowers and you want the petals to be the same size, then it's really handy to have a circle template to allow the coils to unwind to the same size every time. For many years I used this one from a dollar store and I put it on top of a cork trivet wrapped in cling plastic. If you have a template you want to follow, just slip it under the plastic and the glue won't stick to your template. You could also buy a circle template that's specific for quilling where the cork is attached to the template and you have more circles of the same size. So if you prefer to make many coils of the same size at the same time, then this is a better choice. I often get asked where I get these blue plastic cards from, and they came from these fish tackle boxes. There's really nothing special about them. They're a matte plastic and the glue comes off it very easily when it's dry. I like the small size as I work around my quilling. You don't have to buy this, a yogurt lid works great too. Plastic transaction cards also work great. I especially like this transit card from Japan because it's very thin. I can slip it underneath my strips that might have gotten missed getting coated with glue. And you can see here I added a handle made out of tape just to make it easier to pick up. If you've always wondered what length of paper is needed to fill a circle template, then watch this next video.